Have you noticed lately how awesome some websites are? And when you go into your website, it feels like it's stale. It's almost like it was made for your grandpa. Well, here are a few key elements that can make your website look modern and have an amazing user experience. Stay tuned. There are 4 things you should consider to add to your website to make it more trendy, more modern, and to give a better user experience. The first thing is animations. You want to create some moving parts. Some things on your website just have to move. It can be a title, it can be a picture that comes from the left or from the right and stuff like that. It can be even just a movement of a button, like the button can jump up and down. Those animations were proven to get people's attention. They spend longer on your site, and it makes Google notice you because people are spending longer time on your site. Animations are great, but there are other things you should consider adding to your site. And the next one is hover effect. Hover effect is when you hover with your mouse over an item, over on a desktop, and it changes or moves. The latest and greatest with this style is to actually create 3D effect where something will hover and flip and will look like it's actually 3D. And by putting a lot of emphasis on what will happen every time you hover on an item, you're actually increasing the chances that people will interact with your website. So what will change when you hover over some element in your site? The next thing you can add for better user experience is scrolling effects. Scrolling effects is really the latest and greatest, and when you scroll with your finger or with your mouse, some things can change. A title can go out of blur into focus and back into being blurry. A picture can rotate on itself. 2 elements can go into the screen and move out of the screen as you scroll by. The scrolling effect just makes your visitors feel like the website is something that is alive. Another thing that adds that movement is animated icons, which is not related to the scrolling effects, they just move by themselves, and animated GIFs, also a picture that moves by itself. Those type of things, scrolling effects, animated GIFs, and animated icons, just make your website feel like it's more than a 2D flyer. It's something that is alive and meaningful. Another thing to consider, which is not new and was highly abused in the past but was forgotten, and now it's a good idea to remind yourself of this element, and that is a parallax effect. Parallax effect is when you scroll through and you see a picture, but when you scroll through, it looks like it's 2 different dimensions. The picture doesn't really move. The only thing that moves is the area in the picture that you see. So it creates an effect where your top item, which might be some text or even an image, will stay in the same place, but the background will move the angle of what you're looking at. It's really easy to understand once you see it. And the parallax effect, when used properly and mildly, can add a very nice look to your site. And what we do with the Kiwi method with our coaching clients is we actually create for them an entire plan for their homepage of what would be those things that move and create a trendy look. What will be animated, what will be changed with the hover effect, what will move as a result of scrolling, and which of the pictures will be defined as parallax effect. Adding those 4 effects to your website is easier when your site is built on the technology that is a visual builder like Divi or Elementor, which is a what you see is what you get type of builder. As you move things in your builder, you actually see the results in front of you, and it's easier to understand what you're building. Well, that builder actually comes with all of those features built into the system. So all you need to do is know how to define the animations, or the hover, or the scrolling effects, or the parallax, or if you don't know, that my team can do it for you. You just have to have a plan of what you want to be done, and then you can send that to our website fixers and they will do it for you. We work with clients in a way where we not only coach them into fulfilling their dreams and getting some stuff done and reaching your outcomes, we also make our team available for you, the graphic designers and the website fixers and the website builders and the technology, so that you can have a trendy website. And those 4 things will make your website more trendy. A quick final tip is you can use a free add-on on Chrome called Awesome Screenshot. That way you can go into your website and take a screenshot of the entire website and document all of those trendy animations, hover effects, scrolling effects, and parallax. Mark that into the design. That way you can send that to your website fixer or your website guy, and he will implement those changes for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. In the comments below, write down what technology are you using for your website and what type of a trendy user experience change will you implement in your website. See you in the next video.